And we are ready as Doug Shouse throws it in the air, and Auburn will have it first in their road blue uniforms, and Jared Harper will set the stage for the Tigers.
Horace Spencer didn't make the trip for Auburn, so they're down a big man inside where they were already undermanned with Alabama, a great rebounding team.
First shot of the game by Auburn from Purefoy, and he misfires and ready. See that left elbow, wearing a little pad. He fell hard in Fayetteville on Wednesday night. Shot it pretty well today in shoot around. Shouldn't be a big concern for him. And there's a moving screen and also.
How do you do, Mr. Wiley? Slamming into him, getting the foul on Wiley. So Auburn, I already mentioned, they're undermanned inside. That foul trouble could be a big factor for the Tigers.
Well, good start for Alabama. Knocking home the first points of the game, and that's another offensive foul.
Avery Johnson at the helm. Bama excellent at that end of the court, slowing down Auburn.
And a foul on the floor.
As to whether they win or not. Also getting to the foul line. They're 13-1 when they get to the foul line, at least as much as their opponent.
Last touch by Oh, there's a takeaway. Herring avoids.
Riley's down shot block. But the ball definitely on its way down. They'll goaltend, score basket.
They leave Ingram wide open, and he buries the three.
Don't care for the double team against Jimmy Taylor. He's not a great scorer inside. I would take my chances against Taylor. Don't want to give up those wide open threes to Alabama.
And that'll belong to Alabama.
With the handles here early.
Here's Taylor, guarded by Wiley. Cross court pass to Ingram. Wide open, Key.
I just don't think Jimmy Taylor is going to score enough to beat you inside, even going against single coverage. But if you let him pass it out, and the Crimson Tide getting wide open threes as Braxton Key did on that trip, it's going to be a long night for Auburn.
Purefoy. He answers the bell, makes it an 8-5 game with his three-pointer. Key. Alabama with a second. Alabama, really good offensive rebounding team.
Really good at both ends of the court. They lead the SEC in rebound margin. More than 7 per game, more than their opponents. With that double team again against Jimmy Taylor.
Talked to Coach Johnson today about that Arkansas game. He said very disappointed the way his guys played. Felt like they weren't in it from the get-go, and surprised by that. And asked him, I said, how much do you go back and rehash that game? He says, you know what? We take spots of that game. We didn't really concentrate on the whole game, just moments. And there's a nice somebody, right?
Yeah. A foul shooter jinxes. You got a lot of power from your chair over here on the sidelines, Dave Neal.
Right. See both teams off to a good start offensively.
Austin Wiley out of the game right now. An opportunity for Alabama to score at the basket or hit the boards real hard.
Ingram gets that screen from Taylor. Olayani.
So much size inside for Alabama. Tough shot by Purefoy, running full speed, trying to elevate and get that shot up.
From a size standpoint, so when you know that going in, what is your mindset as an opponent?
Well, size is so difficult to deal with, but the way you can beat it is with quickness. Like on that play, the slash backdoor. Take advantage of Alabama with that size. They're not going to be as quick. in Auburn, they have to use that quickness to their advantage at their offensive end of the court.
Ronnie on. Up and under move. There's Taylor to clean up the mess.
That's what Alabama can do. As long as they get shots, they're going to have opportunities to get those offensive boards and score.
How to use him in their offense, being such a new player, because not a whole lot of practice time.
Yeah, one practice before his first game. So a lot to learn to make his way into the Auburn system as the Tigers continue to knock down the long jumpers.
Bryce Brown gives Auburn their first lead of the game at 13-12. Here's Norris. He'll kick it. Here's Collins, graduate transfer. Back to the key. Out to Norris. Shot clock down to 7. Key. Mismatch size-wise on Brown, and he couldn't get it to drop.
So Auburn's first rebound of the night right there. They're getting dominated on the backboards by Alabama.
Dante Hall just checks into the game and grabs a rebound. Collins, Norris. Pull up, jumper, no good. Hall, that's real good.
I'll tell you what, as long as Alabama doesn't turn it over, they continue to get shots with the offensive rebounds until they score.
Here's Brown guarded by Norris.
Alabama size, so difficult to overcome, but quickness can kill as well.
That three is good by Johnson. This Auburn team loves to shoot the three. The second most in the conference. They attempted 524 coming into this game.
Both these teams struggle defensively, defending the three-point line. Alabama giving up 37% from three-point range. Auburn giving up 41% from three-point range. The three is going to be a big factor, as Coach Pearl was telling us today.
That one is stolen away by Purifoy. Johnson again. Got it again.
Those big guys, Dante Hall that time reluctant to come out and defend the three-point line. Johnson lined it up and knocked it down. Auburn stroking it from downtown.
Hey, Arkansas hit 11 threes on Wednesday night, the most that Alabama's given up all year. Key, wide open three. In and out. Olaniyan keeps it alive. Norris, he'll try it. No good. Hall slapping it around. Finally pulled out of there by Anthony McLemore. Johnson, pull up three. That one won't go.
A confident shot right there. Heat check from Johnson. Not the pace Bama wants.
Norris tap in.
So Collins pulled up a very difficult shot from the wing for Alabama, but they have such an advantage on the backboards. Any shot's a good shot when you can go rebound everything.
Here's Brown trying to get a little bit of room. Purifoy. Off to Dunnins in the corner. PJ kicks it to Brown. That's in and out.
Auburn not even sniffing a rebound at the defensive end of the court for Alabama.
Key. Johnson right down the middle. Avery Johnson upset with that defense.
They get on the road at Missouri, and Missouri Tigers really hungry for a win. They're to come up with a win. They need to play Arkansas more often. Their last SEC win was against the Razorbacks as well. 14 straight regular season losses.
Dunnins with the steal. Collins chases it. Not in time.
Well, the turnovers for the Crimson Tide setting Auburn off to a nice lead. And we talked about Alabama wanting to keep the pace of this game slow, wanting to keep the score down. Auburn on a pace to score over 100 points in this game right now.
Alabama had a season-high 18 turnovers Wednesday. They're up to 6. Avery Johnson Jr. lays one up and in.
Tough shot for runner by Avery Jr. Bama settling into a zone defense. Better find those shooters, though.
Lang can't save it.
6 for Bama, 4 for Auburn so far.
I got you.
He bumped in the lane, scoring and rebounding. Long outlet to Corbin Collins out of High Point, North Carolina. Transferred in for one final go of it out of Morehead State, the graduate transfer. Good strong take to the basket for Corbin.
Corbin Collins and Avery Johnson, the last 2 trips, the Alabama guards getting down around the basket, able to knock down those runners. They don't have the shot blocking on the court. The inside presence not there for the Auburn Tigers, so Alabama can attack in a lot of ways.
Wiley gets it on that low block, double team, goes up strong on Hall, who rips it out of his hands. Lang, though, battles for it, keeps it alive, and the result is 2 points on the board for Auburn.
Nice aggressive play by Lang, getting after that basketball, getting that score.
And Harper with a hole.
Jimmy Taylor hadn't scored a lot, but he has been very effective in this game so far for Alabama. They can get him the basketball. Auburn's been double teaming him, and that has led to some good scoring opportunities for the Tide.
Auburn shooting 62% from the field. Alabama 47%. Loose ball right back to Key. There's Ingram, two-handed flush.
Great hustle by Dazon Ingram, crashing in there to keep the ball alive for Alabama, then ending up with the bucket.
Heron. Well, that barely moved the net. It was so pure.
Mustafa Heron. Hot shooting continues for Auburn from deep.
5th 3 of the night for the Tigers. Auburn averages 8 threes per game. 2nd best number in the conference.
That time Auburn came a little bit later with that double team. They had Jimmy Taylor on the move trying to make a play. Auburn getting a turnover.
I don't know if that pass was intended for Lang, but it ended up in his hands.
Oh, it was a nice find.
Johnson. Batted around, 2 on the shot clock.
And for Alabama, a lot of great players on both squads. I was looking at the jerseys from the NBA hanging in the hallways here at Coleman Coliseum.
How about 2 seconds of the shot clock? The inbounds goes to Brown. Catch, shoot, buries it.
The Tigers are hot. They're knocking down everything here early in the game. Their torrid scoring pace continues. And Alabama definitely is not going to be able to keep up with this scoring pace. They got to do a better job at the defensive end.
9-point lead is the largest of the evening. Taylor splits a double team. There's Jimmy Taylor with the left hand.
Well done by Taylor, slicing into the lane. Alabama, the scoring, the offense is fine. It's got to cool off these hot shooters for the Tigers at the other end.
Dumps it off to Wiley. He's fouled.
Set up Austin Wiley, get him to the foul line.
25 points against TCU. 21 of those in the second half. 11 of 13 from the field in that game. In a big win for Auburn in that SEC Big 12. Fouls now.
Yeah, that is big trouble for the offense.
He gets that one to go. He's just 1 out of 6 from the field. Here's Johnson, gets a nice screen by McLemore. Reverse layup.
Oh. Ronnie Johnson, all the Auburn Tigers playing with a ton of confidence at the offensive end of the court. They are setting the nets on fire at their end.
Well, not a lot of movement on the offensive end for Alabama. Shot clock now under 10. McLemore, Johnson, Purifoy, Herron, and Brown on the floor for Auburn. Auburn has made 4 straight baskets. Can they make it 5 in a row? Yes, they can.
Another play there by Ronnie Johnson, getting to the rim, drawing that defense in, and then able to find his running mate, Bryce Brown, beyond the three-point line.
How about Brown? 3 out of 4 from behind the arc. An 11-point lead for the Tigers. Here's Key. No whistle. There's contact on McLemore. I think he just kind of...
Yeah, don't want to reward a guy for falling down.
Right.
Make him play defense. Nice concentration, though, by Key with a guy laying at your feet. It's hard to be aggressive and attack the rim, but Key able to protect himself, yet still get that shot down and draw the foul.
Johnson, he'll pull up for 3. No good. Listen, when Auburn misses, Alabama's getting the rebound.
Oh, yeah.
Just Auburn hasn't missed much.
Yeah.
Collins, pull-up jumper is good.
Beautiful move by Corbin Collins. That one dribble, pull-up mid-range shot. Alabama with 5 quick points. Cut that lead back to 6.
Rebound story is 16-4. McLemore. He took an extra hop.
Get to you, Corbin Collins, textbook shot fake, pull-up jumper. Alabama getting back into the game, getting the crowd back into the game.
Key off to Collins. Norris, the catch and shoot 3.
Rhino, Riley Norris. Alabama a quick 8-zip run.
And here comes the 15,000 on their feet. Dunnins.
Dave, you said it moments ago. Alabama getting virtually every rebound. Finally, Auburn has missed a few shots in a row. Bama continuing their domination on the backboards.
Ingram working on Johnson. Hall lost it. He was trying to throw it down and lost the handle. Auburn the other way. Johnson got some contact. Athletic ability.
It's amazing athleticism. Talk about NBA athletes, the best in the world. These college guys are fantastic as well.
Olaniyan back on the floor for Alabama. That one hit ref. A couple years ago, Tim's quickness was there. He could have got out of the way.
Yeah, it happens to us all, Dave.
Yes, it does. Collins. Ooh. Ingram got hammered on the way up. Epic proportions at this point, 19-6. Been impressed with Auburn here on the road, though. They have not backed up.
No, and they have some challenges here with their size, with their power forward Horace Spencer being out for this ball game. But Auburn using their quickness, using their great shooting ability, they control this game and control the pace of this game, which is very important. Auburn up by 4.
Nice pass. McLemore hangs and counts. The 6'7" freshman forward. He of the 4.0 GPA and 1670 SAT.
I thought 1600 was a limit. 1670?
Yep.
Grade inflation. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's not the same SAT you and I took.
That's right. I could have had a 4.0 too.
I just didn't want to. Right?
Didn't want to show off.
Johnson, shot clock horn sounds. That won't drop. A rebound to Ronnie Johnson. That's a 2, and it's in and out. And a push-off. Has 6 of the 8 Auburn rebounds.
Hardaway, of course. Memphis Tiger, Orlando Magic, Penny Hardaway. Also known as Anthony.
He could play a little bit.
Not bad.
And a block. That'll be interesting to go all access with Andy Kennedy, won't it?
Down in Gainesville with those Florida Gators. Got them playing at a high level.
Florida's up 7 against Kentucky. Right now, 32-25. Cats, a team going in the wrong direction right now.
Lost 3 of their last 4 and fortunate to get the win over Georgia in that stretch. This is 2 of their last 3 they've lost. Avoided a 3-game losing streak.
Heron well short.
And Auburn still can't buy a rebound. They do finally have the pace of this game slowed down. Alabama's been much more effective.
The bank 3. Collins apologizes, but it'll still count for 3.
Gives the Michael Jordan-like shrug there as he heads back up the court. Like, hey, I'm hot.
It's a 2-point game. Shot clock at 5. Davis the rebound.
The way Alabama rebounds, likely to be the last trip down the court. They'll have to take a shot here with the shot clock and game clock 8 seconds different, but they're rebounding everything. Nice block out that time by Auburn to keep the Tide off the boards.
Ronnie Johnson to Smith. Battled around. 3 seconds. Davis, it'll count.
It's into a scramble situation, either out of an Auburn fast break or by a guard just driving into the paint. It's advantage Auburn.
Ingram right to the rack. Had it not nothing to show for the Crimson Tide. Auburn will have it.
After not having a turnover for so long in that first half, Alabama opens the second half with a Dazon Ingram turnover.
Pretty good shooting by both teams. 48% for Alabama, 55% for the Tigers. 2 guys that love to score, Mustafa Heron, Angel Purifoy. Either guy explosive in the first half. Heron with 7, Purifoy with 3. Austin Wiley got in some foul trouble for Auburn. He played just 8 minutes, 2 fouls. Norris, that one's short.
Wow.
Strange sight.
Dazon Ingram got away with a travel there where he corralled the basketball, but he did get away with it. Alabama just dominating the backboards, a 24-10 lead in rebounding at halftime, and it continues.
I guess Ronnie on his second. The senior transferred in from Southern Illinois. Good ball movement. Purifoy off the mark, and another rebound for the Crimson Tide. All right, he's a guy that you need to key on. 2 of 7 from the field. 7 points for Braxton. Ronnie on. That won't drop.
No double team that time for Auburn, with Ronnie getting into the post, able to squeeze off a shot, but Auburn rebounded it and defended it well without double team.
Harper. That's no good. Batted around and finally into the hands of Taylor. Ronnie. Boy, Taylor just backed up. Dunnins moved away and Taylor fell down.
Pulling the chair, T.J. Dunnins. A nice feed inside to Austin Wiley. Auburn finally gets the first 2 points of the second half.
Teams are combined to go 1 of 9 to start the second half.
Watch here going forward with these two outstanding coaches building excellent programs here in the great state of Alabama.
Out of that timeout, shot clock already under 10 seconds. Braxton Key off to Norris, right there at the elbow. He short-armed it. Boy, Avery Johnson talked to me earlier this week about how many shots Alabama has missed from that 10-foot mark and in. It has been a problem for the Tide. Here's a little run out. Ingram, strong move, and his reverse layup won't go. It has been a struggle and enough.
Only 2 points for both teams combined, and Auburn getting those. Alabama really having a hard time, but yeah, Coach Johnson was saying today that they're just not finishing. They're getting good scoring opportunities, just not finishing around the basket.
All right, Alabama has missed their last 8 field goal attempts. See if they can snap that streak on this possession. Here's Collins off the key. Started by Purifoy. Key. Taylor. And a foul. Greensboro, Alabama. Little side spin. Missed them both. Teams have combined to go 1 for 13 here to start the second half. Make it 1 out of 14. Collins, pull up 3. Got it.
Nice little pass from Dazon Ingram, pitching it back to Corbin Collins, drilling that 3-point shot. First points of the second half for the Tide.
And with all the shooting woes, Alabama only down 1. And a chance to take the lead right here. A 3-on-2 run out. Collins for the lead. Well, more than 62, and they are 12-0 when they hold their opponents to less than 62.
And Alabama, after giving up over 20 points in the first 8 minutes of this game, they have really slowed Auburn down as far as scoring goes and have fought their way back into this game. And now we'll see who can handle this pressure as it will mount as this game goes on in this rivalry game. Norris played defense and
Right.
thought Riley had it clean.
Off the inbounds, McLemore with the rebound, keeps it alive.
And McLemore, the one Tiger who's hitting the boards hard.
Aaron had it blocked. Mustafa Harris.
Dante Hall, very effective out there as well.
It's the fact that he is that close to playing. We haven't seen Shannon yet in the game, but the senior looks like he's getting closer to being available to play some minutes.
Yes, a nice pickup, a veteran player who has been a good scorer, a good player throughout his career in Tuscaloosa.
Dante Hall had it knocked out of his hands.
To keep possession for the Tide.
Here's Ingram. Dazon with 6 points. Braxton Key working on Heron.
Good shot, boy.
In the second half.
After 6 minutes of play in the second half, it was 4-4 before that shot.
Purifoy knocks home that three, and that look pretty much says it all for Avery Johnson.
Hard to defend that. Banjo Purifoy just rising up over the defense in transition, drilling that three.
Oh, poked away by Heron. Here's Johnson.
Catch it or not, he is cocked and ready. Also love seeing Ronnie Johnson back in the game. Just a good ball handler, floor general for the Tigers.
Crossover, pull up. Too strong by Johnson. Avery Johnson. Ingram around to Collins. And a hand check on him. You will travel to Kentucky. That game went on ESPN. Alabama and South Carolina right here on the SEC network.
Ingram passed up a good three-point shooting opportunity there. So early in the shot clock. Ooh.
Not a good pass by Ingram. Kept it alive though. Johnson from the corner. Got it.
Not his game. Avery Johnson, not a great three-point shooter. Only 32% on the season, but wide open, able to knock that down. Good hustle by Dazon Ingram to keep possession for Alabama.
2-point game. 3 or 4. He rips the net from the corner right in front of his bench.
Ronnie Johnson again, the dribble penetration and then the great find, cross-court, wide open jumper. Purifoy, pure.
Those points he scored since he has returned from that ankle injury. Key. He rattles through the rim.
Oh, Braxton Key, he's got that old man game. He's taking his time, getting a handle on the basketball and drilling that jumper.
Alabama hanging around. 3-point contest. 11:45 to go. Johnson, pull up three. He buries it. His third three of the night.
Ronnie Johnson, he is a killer. Coming off that bench and giving Auburn a spark since he's come into the game.
Foul. Avery Johnson will pick it up in the backcourt. Guarded by Ronnie Johnson. Collins. That's a tough shot.
Yeah. But
Alabama does what they do, and they get another offensive rebound.
For most of the evening, any shot's been a good shot. Bama can go get the rebound.
The reigning SEC freshman. It's also streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. Five-point game. Auburn's led by as many as 11. Making an 8-point game is Brown. Gets a little low five from his coach on the way back down the floor. The last 4 field goals by Auburn have all been behind the arc. Well, Collins got to watch that lead arm.
Giving him the Heisman.
Here's Johnson. He's trying to find a little bit of room. That won't go, but... Well, what did he say? We got to shoot the three well.
Hey,
they've done a pretty good job of it.
They're getting it done. They're using their quickness. Despite the rebound disparity in Alabama's favor, Auburn with their great three-point shooting.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like they've got one of those 8-10-point runs still in them.
They had won. They were down 11 in the first half, had a nice little 8-point burst, but as long as Auburn continues to rein in the three-point shots, TJ Lang on that one, it is coming from a variety of sources. The Tigers extend that lead to 11.
The 12th three of the night. That is the most Alabama has given up all year. Ingram, his little floater in the lane is good.
Drive by Dazon Ingram, and we're about to cross the 62-point line. Alabama has not won a game when giving up more than 62 points this season. Up a cheap one early, and that foul trouble has continued all night long. Alabama trimmed it to 9, and either team shooting a very good percentage at the line, but Alabama, that advantage, rebounding.
Taylor trying to set a screen, offensive foul.
Harper is, you go flying, and gets the call.
And Harper is fouled by Ingram. And Harper converts. So 7 for Jared Harper. Now he has the task of trying to stop Key. Key takes him into the paint, who gets that one rejected by McLemore. Back out to Johnson. How about that rebound?
Well, you're having a great rebounding night when even sitting on your backside, you can get a rebound.
The follow by Taylor.
Alabama got the lead down to 10. We get under 8 minutes. We talked about the pace that Alabama wants to play it slow. I think at this point, in order to have enough possessions to get back in this game, Alabama is going to need for the tempo to pick up.
Dunnins off the backboard. Back out to 12. Top of the key from Key. Long rebound. Alabama behind the arc, 6 out of 22. 8.1. And obviously will triple upwards. Jimmy Taylor misses the free throw.
Front end of the 1-and-1 there for Jimmy Taylor. Predictable, coming out of a timeout, a guy who's not comfortable shooting foul shots, having to think about it that whole time.
I mean, this is now getting crazy. That is number 14.
The Auburn Tigers explosive and feeling comfortable and confident behind that three-point line tonight.
This is staggering. They started 0 for 5 this half behind the arc, did Auburn. They're now 7 of 7 since that start. There's Collins. Nice looking shot. Collins has really been their offense for the most part here in the second half.
Hadn't been much offense. Alabama had 39 points at the half, only 17 here in the second half. So far, barely more than a point per minute pace in the second half for the Crimson Tide.
Ingram.
Dazon Ingram providing a spark, trying to pull his club back. Auburn just moments ago had their largest lead at 15. Alabama has quickly trimmed it to 11.
Ingram up to 11.
Very difficult shot over the shot blocker, Jimmy Taylor. Able to knock home that runner. Get Auburn back up by 13.
Norris over the key.
They're going to Auburn Tigers clicking tonight. 13-point lead, trying to get the sweep over the Crimson Tide.
You know, Purifoy's been among Auburn's leading scorers, but he has really been struggling. He may be busting out of that here tonight.
Nothing like a game like this. You get your stroke back, confidence comes back, and your Purifoy getting back to
And he will Purifoy. Able to knock that one home. Red-shirted last season. A four-star prospect. Averaged 25 points, 11 rebounds at Hargrave Military Academy. And Ingram with a nice, strong team to get the three at the basket as opposed to from behind the arc.
Every once in a while, a coach will know what he's talking about.
See if Ingram can convert this turnover. Norris misfires. Purifoy the rebound.
And great opportunity there for Riley Norris. An open three-point shot. His team desperate to claw their way back into the game. Now Auburn really working on that clock.
Collins, the rebound. Closing in on 4 minutes to go. Collins, step back three, got it.
Nice drive by Braxton Key, kicking it out to Corbin Collins. Lead down to 9 now.
Timeout, takes 6 field goals made. Have been 3-pointers, which is an SEC high for the Tigers.
42 of their 73 points coming from three-point range. Outsized by the Crimson Tide, but Auburn just raining home three-point shots all night.
And Harper just hit that one over Dante Hall.
That is nearly impossible shot. Moving left, dribbling into that shot with a 6'10" guy coming at him. Three-point range, now 15 threes on the night. Point lead, milk the clock.
Ooh, big collision, Key. Collins. Auburn's been a pretty good team on the road. They're 4-2 on the road. They have not been intimidated at all this year, despite being such a young team.
They're able to hold on here. Looks like they will. Their 5th road win of the season to match Georgia NCC. So to get to 50 this year, amazing by the road teams.
There's a foul by Davis.
Makes no sense whatsoever. Tell you what, man, he is kind of like my head coach at Vanderbilt, C.M. Newton, who's beloved here at Alabama, head coach for 11 years down in Tuscaloosa, beloved in Nashville, head coach at Vanderbilt for 8 years, and beloved at Kentucky, a player there, athletic director for a long time at UK, and Bruce Pearl.
Of course, battled it out for so long, but 30, Vanderbilt and Arkansas. You can join us for that. Double dip on Tuesday night. You look at the SEC standings. Kentucky with their hands full with Florida right now. South Carolina by the end of the night might be in sole possession of first place. Braxton Key never really got untracked tonight.
Really never got rolling from the field.
Alabama still got to the free throw line, got some points. You know, some guys disappear.
Yeah, that's what a scorer does. You find a way to get some points on the board for your team. Braxton Key, a scorer for sure.
Riley Norris with the dunk. We got ourselves an 8-point
as possible.
They got another turnover. Key with a throwdown. It's a 6-point game. Buckle up.
So close to another steal by Dazon Ingram. Got a foul right now.
2-possession game.
Coach Johnson choosing not to foul. Going to play this possession out.
And Auburn will. Alabama had any control of it. Johnson, 7 seconds. He lost the basketball.
His hand out of bounds as he skids to the floor. Great opportunity for Alabama, and they continue to get to the rack.
Dazon Ingram.
4-second go off the clock. Auburn having all kinds of trouble with this pressure.
Crowd wanted an offensive foul. Herron has it now. They're going to call a block.
To a foul when he extended his elbow on the dribble. Jared Harper able to hang on to the basketball. Now Auburn's up 6.
Ingram backing up Harper. Collins. Ball fake. 3 on the way. McLemore. Fouled a couple of times and Chuck with McLemore. Missed them both.
Coach Johnson said, drive it, get to the rim. Better chance for 3 at the rim.
For Davis from the corner. 3-point game.
1-possession game.
Almost picked off by Ingram. Here's Harper.
Got a foul.
Herron.
Shot clock's off.
Norris with a been perfect tonight. And he gets 23 straight. That's 13 points this evening. Ingram. Davis. Fall away 3. No good, and that one is knocked out of bounds.
Bama, at this stage, you definitely got to try for a 3-point shot.
Riley Norris. No good. Tapped around. 2 seconds. No timeouts for either team.
Tell you what, an impressive win by the Auburn Tigers, getting a sweep against the Crimson Tide, making these Tigers feel good.
And the game will end